Morning, guys. How you all doing? Hope you're all well. Nice to see you all again. Steve here from Globatal. Yeah, happy Monday. So back into another week of the craziness that has been COVID-19. But yeah, really excited today to be joined by Jonathan, who's out in Taiwan. I understand he's from France, got lost in Taiwan somewhere, and he's decided that that's where he's going to stick it out. From Growth Hackers, his agency is called growthhackers.net. Jonathan, thanks a lot for joining us, man.
Thanks, Steven, for the invitation.
Yeah, cool. It's always good to chat to someone who's not from the UK. It's always, we've had a lot of UK visitors and UK people on the chat, so it's nice to have someone foreign for a change. But yeah, man. So chatting growth today, man. You said you wanted to share some stuff with us on growth in our digital agencies, how we can give us some tips and whatnot.
Yeah, so I thanks for having me. Actually, yeah, I'm originally from France, so I think your UK viewers can really feel. Actually, I used to live in the UK 15 years ago. I used to live in Newquay and Brighton, like a long time ago. Okay, now I want to share a bit because I also run a digital marketing agency, yes. But what we do is, of course, digital marketing services like advertising, social media, content marketing, and so on. But we've got more like a growth hacking approach. Right. A growth hacking approach. So I'm going to a lot of marketers. I know a lot of marketers. They tell me, "Oh, growth hacking is just a buzzword for marketing." In my opinion, it's not. But after, yeah. So I want to define with you. I want to tell other agencies what I think growth hacking is. They might have not the perfect one with mine. So I want to share like my screen. I'm going to share my screen with you.
Go for it.
Okay, I can't share my screen because I have to go to the settings. Okay, it doesn't matter. I will just talk. I can't share my screen. I have some settings to.
Are you not able to on Skype there?
It says I have to go to the preference. It won't really matter. It was simple, but I can talk anyway. It doesn't really matter. So now in the last 15 years, I worked in digital marketing. That's what I did for 15 years, and I worked in many countries in the US, in the UK, in Australia, in Spain, in Ireland as well. And I always work with small businesses. So I was doing digital marketing with small businesses, and I always found there was something missing. Like when I was marketing for a product or a service, I was marketing a product, and then I would get users or customers or prospects who will tell me, "Oh, I'd rather have your product to do this, or your product to do that," and then I would go to the product department and I would tell them, "Oh, I think we should change the product a little bit and make it more user centric, or try to really gather the feedback to change the product." And the product department in every country I work with really is they always tell me, no, that's not your job. Your job is marketing. Yeah. So we make the product and you market it. And I always thought there was something missing. I was like, that's weird because I get the feedback from the direct customers. I thought something was missing. And like 5 years ago, I joined a startup, and that's where I learned about growth hacking. And what growth hacking is, in my opinion, it makes a link between product development and marketing. So the goal is you've got a product and you market it to your users, to your target audience, and so on. And then you gather data, you gather feedback to see what the users like, what the users don't like, and then you adapt your product to it. So the goal is not only to acquire new users, is also to learn from them and to make your product more user-centric. So the thing is, growth hacking, you have to work in marketing, but you have to work on the product as well. And that's where I think the difference is a little bit with marketing. Some people will call it product marketing. I would say that might be true, actually. That might be close to product marketing. But that's what we do at Growth Hacking. So Growth Hackers. So what we do is with our customers, we tell them that we will acquire more users or more leads or more sales for you. But the thing is, we want to kind of be involved in your product directly. So we are not going to change the product, but we're going to give you feedback on how to improve your product. And this way, to improve your product, you make it more user-centric. It will make the product better, but it will also make our job much easier because people will have what they want.
You know what you're selling better.
Yeah, and so that's what we think. What I think at least growth hackers do, and what growth hacking is, and that's really what we try to do with our customers, and to kind of like. You don't pivot all the time. You should not pivot all the time. You want to keep optimizing your product, and the best way to optimizing your product is to get feedback and data from your users. And because the marketers are the one who gets this data, we can just give it to the product developers or service developers, and then we can optimize. So that's what growth hacking, in my opinion, is. Now I can tell you some other people would tell me, oh, growth hacking is like a line of code that you put on an app and then you get millions of users. And I always say, it's like, if I knew this kind of codes, wow, I would be rich. I mean, it's like I've got things, like I've got crazy things. I'm like, wow, I would develop an app tomorrow and use that code. No, growth hacking is not magic. There's no magic into it. It's not like, because you always hear the stories about some amazing startups that just, like Airbnb, for example, that from one day to another they became huge. No, Airbnb, as an example, they were going door to door in New York at the beginning to get new users. That's how they got the first users. So that was not growth hacking at all. At some point, they found a way to leverage Craigslist to get more users. But the thing is, it's really important to first to have a mindset of growth, not thinking it's magic, because growth is more like a mindset, and the product is never perfect. You should always want to improve it, and more you improve your product, better it's going to get. That's what we do at Growth Hackers. We try to be involved in the product itself.
Right. So it's quite interesting. As you were talking, I was thinking it made me think for some reason about gonzo journalism. You know, that idea of embedding yourself in the place where you're going to, and actually embedding yourself with your client's product so that you better understand and can market it better, which is quite interesting. So with that all said, I mean, what kind of advice would you give to the community members if this is not a focus for them at the moment, if they are stuck in that mentality as a digital agency of, hey, I'm just marketing, I'm just getting leads, and you know, how can they right now, what can they go implement today? Walk out of this meeting and say, hey, I'm going to go and speak to my big clients and say, hey guys, I want to get more involved in your products. As you say, not to change them, but to better understand them so that we can sell better and you can get better leads or make better sales.
But I think if you got customers and you because you're a marketer for them, you already get this data and this feedback. Right. Just you might not have give it to your customers yet. Right. Just give them for free. Yeah. I would say just give them for free. I mean, it's like if you tell your client today, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know, if you have a gym right now. Having a gym is pretty tough, I guess, with the COVID situation. But I guess it will be really tough in any country. But I guess if you're like, let's say you are marketing a gym for like a few months or so, a few years for them, you gather so much feedback and so much data. You have it. You have it. You know what to do, what they should do to improve their gym and something. Give this for free to your customers. You tell them, oh, I work with you for 6 months. I got all this data. You don't want to give. I would say like blank data or like a bunch of numbers. Yeah. It's so hard to understand. What you want to do is like give them maybe a checklist of 3 things how to improve their business based on the data you got. Yeah. If you give them for free, they will thank you, and maybe they will tell you oh, those 2 tips we can't do it for some reason. We don't have the budget. Actually, it's not our audience. But this tip is really good. I didn't think about it. If you give them for free advice from the data you got, all it happens is you're going to build the trust even more, as they will want to work even more with you. So give them for free. You just tell them, oh, I work with you for 6 months. Actually, I have got 3 ideas to improve your business, and thanks to, if you implement at least one of those ideas, I can tell you I can get you more leads or more sales, and they will be happy. And they will be because they will be happy, they would even stay working with you. So I would say give them for free.
Free information. Yeah, it's a good piece of advice. People tend to keep their cards close to their chest and not share, and try not to share information because they think someone will take it and do something with it. Probably let them do something with it. Maybe some good will come out of it.
Yeah.
As opposed to
always over deliver. Just if you've got some information, don't keep it for yourself. Don't make them pay for something you got for free. Pretty much, just give it to them. Give it to them, as they will trust you even more. As they will want to work even more with you. Because they're like, oh, this guy or this girl, they're like, oh, she's giving me some great advice for free. I want to keep working with her.
Demonstrate some free value. Brilliant, man. Well, that's some good advice, man. I really appreciate that. That's pretty good, and it's quite nice to have advice that's quite different to some of the other stuff that we've had in the community. So thanks very much for sharing. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or anything, just drop me an email or message me or anything.
Beautiful. Yeah, we'll stick your contact details down below, whatever you want us to share in the comments. And then thanks for joining us, John. Been nice chatting.
Thank you, thank you very much, Stephen.
Sure, we'll see you around soon, I'm sure.
Thank you, see you around.
Be well, ciao.
Yeah, thank you, you too.